Good evening. Welcome to the kitchen. How lovely to have you join us. It's great to have Frank here because literally he's just walked in the door. You've had a bit of a day, Frank.
Yes, absolutely, yes. All the traffic lights were at red all day.
What were you doing driving around all day?
Well, you may well ask. Rushing to the station and you name it, I did it.
I've been trying to tell this man to slow down a little bit, but...
It's the pot calling a kettle black, or vice versa, is it?
You are talking to someone who was doing a Canadian barn dance with Andrew Mackenzie at about after midnight last night.
Well, you're naughty.
It was so good though. I'm not going to lie, I wasn't feeling at my most lively this morning, but I was giving it loudly at 12:30. It was a fantastic night last night at the Trad Awards in Dundee, which I'll tell you more about later. I'm going to welcome a few people here who are joining us: Leslie Edwards, Neil Strachan, and his favourite guest, Frank Thompson.
Oh, that's lovely.
Frank Thompson,
hello,
everybody.
Yes.
Fiona Allenich is watching. They're all joining us quickly. So you've had a bit of a day. I know you were playing last night.
Yes, Deeside Golf Club. That was for the Kippy Lodge dancing group, and they're like one big, large family, lovely group of people, and they're into all your favourite dances, Duke of Perth and Eat Some Reel and Reel of the 51st.
Reel of the 51st, that and the Canadian barn dance, I have to say, I do love. But the Reel of the 51st being introduced all the way down.
It's special, yes.
But what was so great about the ceilidh last night after the Trad Awards was it's just all the young people who were mostly all involved in some capacity, they all know the dances, they give it loudly, they rip it, and it was a great band. The whole evening, hats off. I'm going to tell you more about the Trads in a wee while, but it was just
and a great
uplifting.
venue as well.
Caird Hall in Dundee.
Yeah,
what a venue! I mean, in the true tradition of the music verein in Vienna. If any of you have ever been to Vienna, the golfer and I were in Vienna on one occasion. I seem to remember. Do you remember that?
I'll never forget it.
You'll never forget it. We once went to Vienna. I was on the board for 6 years of the Royal Scottish National Orchestra. Loved the orchestra, and they were doing concerts in Vienna. So the golfer and I set off to Vienna, and I thought, well, if we're going to Vienna,
let's dance.
Let's do everything. And I got a Kennedy tartan skirt made, but better than that, I got a kind of fabulous Tammy Kennedy tartan with purple velvet. I mean, Flora MacDonald gone wrong on a bad day. I mean, I can honestly tell you, they were playing frisbee with my hat later, at least the brass section were, but we had a great time. But the Music Verein is a concert hall. I think the Caird Hall in Dundee is very much along those lines.
Yes,
it's splendid. I mean, to have the Caird Hall in Scotland and have that kind of music hall, it's... Have you ever played there?
Yes, I've served my time there playing for dancing when I was a teenager, in actual fact. So it's a very special venue for me as well. Yeah.
The sound is a little tricky for bands and rock bands and stuff like that, because it really is a wonderful orchestral hall. But I tell you what, Elephant Sessions last night, they're amazing. I mean, there's so many amazing people. Anyway, everyone is joining us fast and furious. Liz, welcome. Eleanor, hello and welcome to you. Stevie Bell, welcome. Where are you? I know where you are. I don't think it's Auchenblay. Lovely to have you with us. There's John Stewart has joined us. So many people are just, they're just joining us. Would you like to get us into the mood on a Monday when we're all thinking, oh Lordy.
Well, that sounds good. Yeah, I'll play a couple of marches to get the feet tapping.
Good, I'll go get my tea. kitchen.
Yes.
The golfer recovering from dental surgery today.
Listen, before I go and peel the potatoes.
Yes. Oh, before he goes and peels the potatoes, just in case, he wants you to know that he is clearly not looked after.
Yeah.
His wife is useless.
What is a gowk? G-O-W-K.
Okay, clue for today. What is a gowk? G-O-W-K. I've got a horrible feeling I know the answer to that.
I think I'm already there.
Don't you go calling me a gowk. So what is a gowk? That is your clue for today. Davy Stewart, fine to get the taste tapping. That's great. Elon Stewart is watching. Welcome. Donna Park. Hello, Fiona and Frank. And the golfer. Away doing the tatties. I don't know if Donna's doing the tatties or if it's you that's doing the tatties for us.
Yes.
Because we're working.
Yes. And these are tatties out of the garden here
They are.
at Shannaburn, yes.
Eleanor, Sheena Reid says a gype. Is a gowk a gype? No. Jamie Alistair Sutherland says...
It's not categorically what I'm looking for.
Not categorically.
She could in some definition be 10-20% correct.
You could be 20% right. Jamie Alistair Sutherland is saying a bird.
No.
Nope. No, he said a bird twice, so you're wrong twice, Jamie. No, Donna Park, the golfer's doing the tatties. Look, you don't need to make a big deal of you doing the tatties because we're.
Cut my finger the last time I did them.
Oh no, Catherine's saying a daft person. No, a gowk.
I think I should tell before anyone says it's an April Fool.
A gowk is an April Fool. Frida Baxter, did you know that? Edna Jaffrey, did you know that a gowk is an April Fool?
And I suppose a gype could be gypes and stuff.
Okay, well, I think I asked you already and you wouldn't tell me. I said, if any of your clues are politically incorrect, I do not, you see, you deliberately, he does not even tell me before, does he?
No. I thought a gowk was a gowk all the time, not only the 1st of April.
Did you think 1st of April as well, Frank?
Okay, he didn't think the 1st of April. I don't think we need to explore this anymore. Thank you very much. Mister, just do the tatties.
Well done.
Honest to goodness. So, Anne Keith, hello. Janet Gillis. Frank and the golfer from a cold and frosty Portree. So, Janet,
yes.
we've got to be related, Janet. I'm sure we are. George Finlay is watching. Good to have you with us. I've got quite a few requests. But, first of all, yes, will we do something that's really quite an old song? My father sang it. Kenneth McKellar.
Yes,
sang
so
it.
popular, lovely song, yeah.
I don't even know what date it dates back to. That might be a more appropriate question to ask. Mm-hmm. I can't believe he asked that question, honestly.
No, I know, just...
do something with it. So we're going to do Down in the Glen.
Sounds good, yes.
Give me a chord.
A chord, and you'll flatten it, yes.
Twilight is softly falling as the sun sinks in the west. The one I love is calling. Shepherd, come home to rest. At hush of eventide, o'er the hills beyond the Clyde, I go roaming to my heaven down in the glen. Though humble it may be, there an angel waits for me in that lonely little heaven down in the glen. Across the moonlit heather, my laddie calls as I roam. 'Tis soon we'll be together in that heaven we call
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, the update is the golfer is currently peeling the tatties. You would have heard the drawers opening in the background because he doesn't care. The drawers are opening, closing, the phone rings, a man arrives. Situation normal, Frank?
Absolutely, yes.
So tell me, you did the golf club last night. What have you got coming up? You're always busy. What's going on with you? Excuse me, would you mind not making such a noise? We know you're doing the potatoes.
Well, I'm going to Dundee with Joan Blue tomorrow. Joan is wife of former Jimmy Blue of Ian Power's band.
Oh, Jimmy Blue, wonderful accordion.
I know, lovely. And we're visiting a friend of yours, Norrie Robertson, who's very special to us both. So.
Well, I would like to give a big shout out to Norrie Robertson, who I spent a couple of hours with this morning in his beautiful home overlooking the Tay in Dundee with Fraser, his son. I think it's fair to say Norrie is in his 90s and as smart as you like.
Yeah, he's amazing.
We put the world to rights and he is really looking forward to you going there for lunch tomorrow. Good. So hello Norrie, hello Fraser, and I hope to see you again soon. It was just so lovely spending some time with you. So you're going there tomorrow, but that's social, you're not playing.
No.
You're playing later this week somewhere?
Yeah, I'll be in Aberdeen playing for dance classes, and I think I'm at Glen Tanner Estate for a relay night on Saturday night, and can't remember where I am Friday, but my mind's not working straight today.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. It's all been a bit, well, for a Monday, I think I was saying earlier, I was at the Trad Awards. The trustees of St Margaret's Braemar took a table at the Trad Awards, and I would just want to say big hats off to Simon Tumier, who started these Hands Up for Trad Awards something like 20 years ago to celebrate and recognise music from Scotland of all ages and stages and genres within that wonderful umbrella that is music from Scotland. So here they are 20-something years later with MG Ullaba filming it, BBC. It was on live last night, but I'm sure you can watch it on catch up. It was just great. A packed Caird Hall, such great music. Mm-hmm. I loved so much. I mean, I loved everything. I mean, it was just great. You'd have loved it.
Yes, I know, the wide range of ages as well, from the very young to the...
Absolutely. There is... What it just shows is Scotland is in such good shape musically. Mm-hmm. And it's supported by Creative Scotland, and we don't want any comments, thank you, from the golfer over there. Keep peeling the tatties. Right, thank you. No comments, thank you. It's not easy. It's not easy in this house. Sometimes we all have different views.
Absolutely,
it's very healthy. You don't want to have the same views. But what was great, I thought, was Anne Lorne Gillis got an award last night, Lifetime Achievement, and it was so lovely to see Anne and her lovely daughters, Marcely, Rachel. I met up with so many people, Jennifer Cruikshank and Brian.
Oh yes, they're all lovely.
Anna Massey. Mm-hmm. There were so many people there that I knew, and sequins are in, Frank.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. I'm going to have to get myself a sequin
Not
frock.
for me, unfortunately.
Do you know, I feel that before Christmas we've got to get you
in sequins. Yeah.
Sequins are big right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So
sequins.
We need a bit of
onto
sparkle.
My tartan jacket, yes.
But it was heartwarming. Siobhan Miller and Ewan Burton were at the next table. I mean, it was just there were just so many lovely people there, and it was great fun. And boy, we had a good ceilidh afterwards.
I'm sure, yes.
But you need to do that. I think everyone was so happy to just have that kind of gathering.
Lovely.
But you haven't stopped. I mean, there's lots of gatherings for dancing.
Well, reeling is quite popular up here in the northeast. So you've got Adney reelers, you've got the Aberdeenshire reelers, the Turriff reelers, and they all enjoy their Duke of Perth and such like. So it's. But I do Scottish country dancing as well, which is a slightly different type of dancing. But the reelers really let their hair down and enjoy little twirls and such like.
I love all of that too. I love all of that. What tune are you going to play for
Well,
us just now?
I mentioned Jimmy Blue earlier on. I'll be seeing Joan tomorrow. I thought I would play one of his little tunes. It's a polka called the Ballantour Fisherman, and you'll know where Ballantour is. It's in Easter Ross, isn't
Yes.
it? Yeah.
A beautiful part of the world. Great about the Trad Awards last night also was just the sense of wonderful energy in the room, and
yes,
I think the music does that. I mean, everybody. There were some lovely youngsters from Tayside joining in. I'm just trying to. I did make a wee note of things because I couldn't remember. I can't remember everything, but. Well, there was live performances from Elephant Sessions, who are brilliant. Farah, Trip, the Erin Ray Trio, and BBC Radio Scotland Young Trad Musician Award winner of 2022. I mean, Erin is something else, fantastic. The Tom Orr Scottish Dance Band.
Oh yes,
which was lovely.
He's amazing. Yeah.
The Aldeners, St Rush's Irish Minstrels, and Tayside Young Fiddlers were great. Plus, there was a wonderfully special tribute to James Alexander of the Fochabers.
Oh yes, James.
Fiddle. Yeah.
Yes, he died earlier this year, I think.
I mean, he was an inspiration. What a lovely man, and it was very moving having many of his former students and pupils all come onto the stage and celebrate James, and that was very special. There's such a rich history of not just fiddle playing, accordion playing, but you know, it was just great to see so many people on the stage and enjoying themselves so much. Yeah. And that and also the island of Arran, I hadn't realised that one of the winners, they basically fund something like 80% of all young people on the island of Arran can have a free instrument, free music lessons. You know, whether you become a professional musician or not actually doesn't really matter.
No.
Because for 90% of the people, it's just about playing.
Yes, it's a bit like Shetland. You know, they have all the fiddlers, and it's in their genes.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Arran. It seems to be different from the mainland of Scotland, where they get more encouragement to do their music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think islands, of course, they have to make their own entertainment,
True.
or in days gone by, certainly. But it was lovely seeing Brian Cruikshank, who celebrated a significant birthday quite recently. He took me, I'd never met Gary Innes before.
Oh, yes.
I hadn't realised Gary Innes is very tall.
Is he? Yes.
I
You don't see him on radio.
On radio, you don't see him. He was kind enough to say, and I didn't realise you were so small. Brian told me he just did a St Andrew's night. Guess where he did a St Andrew's night?
Probably somewhere in the far or the Middle East.
Kiev.
No, it
Kiev.
wasn't.
Okay.
No. He did a St Andrew's night in Uganda.
Oh, gosh,
Apparently,
okay.
and I've still to look it up because Brian told me to look it up, that Uganda has the oldest on record St Andrew's Society dinner ever.
Good heavens,
Apparently.
yeah. Okay.
I've still to look this up, but I'm only remembering it now. We went to one in Mombasa. It was. I will never forget that. Would you remember it?
I do.
That was another unforgettable night with a golfer. Oh, they had a very interesting tradition in Mombasa. It was a long time ago, but they would pour a dram into a quaich. So there was maybe 75 of us there at the dinner, maybe 100, and they poured a dram into a quaich, and you to stand up and say, give a toast and say something like,
All those born in Aberdeen, I'd like to have a toast with them.
anyone who was born in Aberdeen, stand up and I'll give you a toast. So anyone who was born in Aberdeen, you would knock it back in one, and then you to hold the empty quaich over your head to show, so you couldn't kid on like
So you need a refill. Yes.
So you get a refill. So then, I mean, after about 6 of those, it was like anyone who's ever been to Glasgow, it all got very. So that was memorable, or maybe.
Another popular traditional drink abroad at this time is Atholl Brose, which you don't often see in this country, but the Caledonian societies abroad make this Atholl Brose, which is potent. It's made from malt whisky and honey and oatmeal. It's a lovely drink.
And I suppose the oatmeal is the excuse. It's supposed to line your stomach or something.
Could well be.
Well, all I know is I remember not too much about that dinner in Mombasa. But Kathy Sutherland is watching. Lovely to have you with us, Kathy. I know Kirstine is watching in Cruden Bay. I think my sister-in-law Linda Nolan is watching in Dublin. Linda, I hope you're recovering well. I know you're recovering well, but it's 6 weeks with her having to not able to put her foot down,
Good heavens.
except with her husband George, her butler.
Yes.
Stuart Mackenzie, happy holidays. Fiona Kennedy, have a beautiful season. Peace and love to all your listeners. Stuart Mackenzie, who is in Poland but had to flee from Kyiv. So Stuart, love to you and yours, and it's great to have you with us. And you know, Stuart, his stepfather was Jimmy Logan.
Oh, of course, yes.
His
I remember
mother,
you telling me about
Angela,
that. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
So, Stuart, lovely to have you with us as always. George Guest, hello from Galway on the west coast of Ireland. George, welcome. Lovely to have you with us. And Doris Bruce, great to have you. And I think Andrew Sharkey, I wanted to say hello to yourself. I think he's 90 years young. There was a request for Jennifer McLean from Largs. Jennifer, it's your birthday, happy birthday. I think on the 7th is Alison Culpin's birthday in Glasgow, dear friend of ours. Alison, Ali B, happy birthday. And I wanted to say I had a lovely time with Irene Watt on Saturday, last Saturday, the Harps of Gold concert with all the Mearns Choir. It was great.
Lovely.
It was at West Hill. It was just great. Some beautiful playing and singing and harps, and kind of got me in the Christmas.
Well done, yes. We need to get into this mode pretty soon. Yeah.
I don't know if the golfers brought anything up from the basement yet.
I don't see any
You know, like
tree
decorations or...
No.
No, It's not huge.
Staff that do that.
It's not very enthusiastic about that at the minute.
Not yet.
So what?
The month is young.
Yeah, the month is young, but we are. Tomorrow is the day. I'm going to start. Boy, it's warm in here, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Oh,
log
we've got the fire on.
Yeah,
And
this is a real
Whew.
kitchen.
yes. Now, Heather Rose, hello, and Fiona Spence, hello, Isabel Macaulay, Pewich, I hope I'm saying that correctly, Isabel. Very good to have you with us. And I want to say hello to John Smith, BBC director extraordinaire. As I ran into a wee coffee shop to grab a coffee to go on the road today, I saw John Smith having his breakfast. He is the man who puts these amazing outside broadcasts together. He's got to have nerves of steel, organise all these cameras, organise a big crew. John loves it, and we love John. And John, you're amazing if you're watching. Tina McCormack, Heather Ross, good evening, and Mary B. Taylor, good evening to you. What are we going to do, Frank? Are we going to? Oh, it's Annie's song.
No, I think
No.
it's...
Are we going to do the Dark Island? Okay, let's do that. It's probably the most requested song
I would say so, yeah. Mhm.
that we have, and we often do it, but there's a reason for that. Neil Strachan, are you having mince and tatties or stovies? What about Christmas music tonight, Fiona and Frank? Well, we might do a Christmas song.
Yes, yeah, let's. Yeah, we need to get into the mood. of
We do need to
Christmas
get-
now.
Oh, the golfer? The golfer is going to sing Ding Dong Merrily on High.
Yes, I wish.
I'll provide the backing for that.
Excellent,
Yeah, okay.
Will we do the Dark Island? Away to the westward, I'm longing to be, where the beauty of heaven unfolds by the sea, where the sweet purple heather blooms fragrant and free, on a hilltop high above the dark island. Oh, island, my childhood, I'm dreaming of thee, as the steamer leaves open and passes Tyree. Soon I'll capture the magic that lingers for me, when I'm back once more upon the dark island. So gentle the sea breeze that ripples the bay, where the stream joins the ocean and young children play on the strand of pure silver. I'll welcome each day, and I'll roam forevermore the dark island. Oh, my childhood, I'm dreaming of thee, as the steamer leaves open and passes Tyree. Soon I'll capture the magic that lingers for me, You can't beat
Applause
these
from
ones.
these dogs.
I know.
Beautiful timing.
Anyway, welcome. My son has come home. He was getting a welcome from the dogs. That's very good. Auntie Kirstine in Cruden Bay, hello again.
Pie in the freezer.
Oh, thank you. I think the golfer doesn't realise that everyone, is everyone at home interested that there is a pie in the freezer? Are you interested? There is a pie in the freezer.
I'm sure they can almost smell it.
Catherine Bell, lovely to have you with us, and Linda Patterson and Kay Whelan. I'm so pleased to have you with me, ladies. As always, it's great. I also wanted to say that on Wednesday, I am going to be at the Citadel in Aberdeen for Voluntary Service Aberdeen VSA's celebration of Christmas. And it's wonderful because members of Broomhill Park are going to be singing, and Crombie House and Craigton Grove. Looking forward to you all joining me. We've got a wonderful cast of joining us. Sheena Blackhall, North East Macker, Norman MacLeod, BBC, STV broadcaster, anchorman, Granite City Chorus, Laura Pike and her Keep On Singing Choir, Iona Ray. We've got little Craigie who's going to be singing. I'm going to be in trouble because I can't remember everybody right now, but I'm sure there'll be somebody that will remind me that, the Lord Provost.
Yes.
Lord Provost, very grateful to have him with us, and all sponsored by Ithaca Energy, which is great. So that's on Wednesday at the Citadel. On Saturday, but the whole weekend, there is a Festival de Noël in Braemar in Aberdeenshire, in the foothills of the Cairngorms. Don't you love Braemar?
Oh yes, one of my favourite places. Yeah.
I mean, how often have you played?
Many's a time in is it the Victoria or the Victory Hall? And in the town hall as well.
In Ballater and Braemar.
Yes. For Scottish country dancing there.
Yes, and it's so beautiful. We're expecting snow. Wednesday. Apparently we're going to be hit with snow here, so I don't know, but I shall be up there singing on Saturday. Come to the concert if you can. There's some wonderful performers taking part, and then there's, I think, a farmer's market, there's sleigh rides. I mean, what's not to love? So that's getting us all in the Christmassy mood, so do join us for that. Ailey, hello, and Phyllis, hello, Ailey Cameron. So I've done that. I'm just checking I haven't forgotten anything. I think I'm up to date, Frank. Or Christmas song. What Christmas song?
Right.
What do you think?
Since the golfer is in a singing mood, we'll do his ding dong.
Oh, God.
Okay? Are you ready for this?
Is written with angels singing, Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. Achoo.
This time.
Achoo. Yes. Santa got stuck up the chimney. You know, I have a niece who's very beautiful. She is a scientist. She's doing an internship down in Norwich right now, and her name is Santa. And she loves Christmas, and her boyfriend Sam. And so I know that my sister Christine is already filling up Christmas stockings, even although she's over 21. She still has to have a stocking.
Oh,
Naturally.
lovely.
So, do you still get a Christmas stocking?
No, sadly. No,
Just speak amongst yourselves, boys. Don't worry about us. We're just, broadcasting to the world while you...
We'll have another few Christmas songs, shall we?
Why not? Christmassy. We'll definitely be Christmassy if we get a deluge of snow on Wednesday. I'd like to give a big shout out to everyone, Alex Donaldson and everyone at Buckenhaven Skio, because they put on a fantastic Christmas event for children, and it's wonderful. And they see Santa, they meet Santa. I think Santa gives them a present. I'm hoping to get up there later in December, yes. But well done to all the volunteers up there who do so much at Buckenhaven. Big shout out to all of you. Kathy McManus, Jean Campbell says lovely songs, and Keith is saying a great evening. So that does make me feel Christmassy. We've had polkas, we didn't have a Canadian barn dance. Maybe you'll finish with a Canadian barn dance, but we're going to sing, aren't we? Or do one of John Denver. I don't know why this makes me feel Christmassy, and yet it's not really a Christmas song, Annie's song.
Oh, Annie's song.
But it's sort of you know, I don't know, it makes me nostalgic. And I guess Christmas sometimes makes a lot of us feel a little bit, oh, evening to Auntie Linda, evening with Francis and very well, and wild and windy in Dublin. That's Auntie Linda.
Oh yes.
Auntie Linda is recuperating. Excuse me, monsieur, your sister is saying hello.
All right, hello, hello.
Hello, 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 hello. He's doing the tatties, Linda. Wendy McCarthy, he's showing off. Lots of love from our broth. That's great. So we're going to do this one before, maybe I'm going to do a request afterwards for a Canadian barn dance to kind of revisit that great ceilidh. But we'll do Annie's song first. You fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come let me love you, come love me You fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. You fill up my senses, come fill me again.
Very nice.
Thank you.
The Carpenters.
No, not the Carpenters. Excuse me. Can't get rid of this cough. Do you know that kind of persistent thing? I'll keep drinking the honey and lemon. John Denver.
Yeah.
I don't think the Carpenters ever sang it, but John Denver, it was a big hit for him. So, Neil, wonderful to have you with us. Nancy Wilson, getting into the Christmas spirit now. Thank you, which is lovely. Isabel McNabb, she loves Annie's song. Thank you. And Marion Campbell, lovely to have you with us. Well, lovely to have you all with us. You know that this all goes on to YouTube later tonight. Thank you to Steve Baxter, wonderful graphic designer, friend, and if you need anything designed, look up Stephen Baxter, graphic designer. He's the top notch. Thank you, Steve. He loads this up onto YouTube. Share, spread the word. Frank, thank you for coming along.
Oh, it's a pleasure, yes.
As always,
Yep.
because I know it's hard to get you to but Monday's often quite a good.
Yes, Monday's the best night to catch me. Anyway, we've got a nice big kitchen floor here, and your favourite dance is coming up. It's
A Canadian band.
Canadian band.
I
It's good.
love it.
Pleasure. Yeah,
I mean, especially after the day that you've had.
Yes, been one of these.
Poor Frank arrived, he just said to me,
5 to 6.
have you ever had one of these days? I'm just glad we can now, the golfer's done the potatoes.
Oh, can't
We're
wait.
having fish. What could be better? Just be fine.
Looking
We
forward
can
to
now
that.
relax. Thank you. We hope that you've enjoyed a Monday evening with us in the kitchen. Come and join us next Monday. If you haven't got your Fiona's Kitchen concert apron or tea towel, go to the website.
Yes,
It's a
lovely
good,
Christmas present.
Good
Yes.
Christmas present.
Yeah.
The
Stocking
golfer,
fillers.
the golfer wears one all the time. Thanks so much for joining us. Annette, lovely to be with us, and Janice and Agnes and all. And Annie Warren. She's saying great playing, Frank. So that's
Lovely. Good to
lovely.
hear it.
It's always lovely to hear Frank. See you next time, next week. Bye.